You don't gotta believe, cause hate is what I'm rolling on. Come on. I love the life I live. Being scared won't hold me back. I gotta fight my fears. My creative juices flowing, can't be like my peers. Cause the bullshit.
What is up, everyone? It's DJ Garcia, Raymond Garcia. Today we are going to review Sausage Party. So let's start the review. Overall, I did like the movie, and I would probably go see the movie one more time in the theaters. So to start off with the positives, the very first thing that comes to mind is the story. The story to me is very original because, I mean, we know there are similar stories like Toy Story, but now we have objects that are not really alive in a film becoming alive. Like food that's never been done before. Food having eyes and you know, voices and arms and legs. That's something that hasn't been done. Also, that's just the basic story. The actual story is there's a group of food trying to get out of the store and into the great beyond. That's what they think it is. When they get out of the store, they think they're going to paradise with the gods, you know, us. But that's not the case. That's where the story comes in, and then, you know, they just advance on it, and I really like how it's really original. The other positive is the voice cast. Everyone does awesome. Seth Rogen, Salma Hayek, the one who plays the bun, I forgot her name. Everyone else, the voice cast was good. The next positive is the animation. The animation is actually pretty good. I mean, it's not like the best. It's not really bad. It's not the worst. It's more average. It's good, but it did decent. It did pretty good for me, the animation. And something that you're probably wondering watching this review, is it funny? Should I go see it? Is it gonna make me laugh? Now look, it's like a positive and it's also a negative at the same time. I'll get to it in my negatives, but for the positive side, it is funny, it is hilarious. I think you should go see it. It's funny throughout the film. It really is, like the beginning, middle, and end. It's funny throughout. But like I said, there is a negative to that, and I'll touch up on that later. But go see it. It is funny. You will laugh, guaranteed. And now, basically the last positives, that I have for this film is just, oh my god. Here's the thing, if you've seen the movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You will know. There is a scene in here, and it's about maybe 3 minutes, I believe, about 3 minutes, yeah. It's at the end, and it's just, I'm gonna say it right now. And I'm being completely serious. I'm being serious. This scene is one of the most bizarre, crazy, unexpected scenes I've ever seen in any movie ever. I've just never seen something so crazy. And if you've seen the film, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's no question, you know what I'm talking about. And it's just, oh my god. My entire theater lost it. I lost it. We could not stop laughing. We just completely lost it. The entire theater was dying. When you're at that point where you can't stop laughing, they just keep hitting you with more scenes after scene, and it's like, how much more can I take? And that was just, like I said, it's the most bizarre. It's something, if you haven't seen the movie and you're gonna go see it, it's something you can't even think of. It's something that you can't even imagine, man. They went all in on that scene, and it was the most I've ever laughed in a movie in a long time. It was just, I still, it's been like a day, and I'm still thinking about it. One of the most craziest moments in any movie ever that I've seen. It was the most unexpected. Because, you know, it's just something that you would never imagine. That scene right there is a positive by itself, and you know, and it is no doubt the funniest part of the movie. So those are basically all my positives. Now we're gonna move on to the negatives of the film. I don't have that much, but there are still negatives for this film. Now, I said earlier, overall, I did like the movie, but I was disappointed a little bit. I thought it was gonna be more funnier because it isn't too funny. This is kind of similar to Jason Bourne. I remember when I watched Jason Bourne, the beginning and middle, to me, they were good, but they weren't as good as I wanted it to be. But then in the third act, the very, you know, the end, conclusion, is like the best part of the whole movie. It's kind of the same here for Sausage Party. The beginning and middle, it's funny throughout, like I said, but they're not jokes that make you like laugh, you know, a lot. They're not jokes where your stomach's gonna start to hurt. They're not jokes where you're gonna come close to crying. But it is funny. It's just not as funny as I thought it was gonna be. And so that's why I said earlier that there's kind of a negative to this side. But like I said with my Jason Bourne kind of review, at the end, I just got done talking about this, the third act, the conclusion of the film is the best part. It's funny. And you know, the same thing happened in Jason Bourne. At the very end was the best part, the best action, everything. So it's the same case here, and that's why I would go see it again, just for the third act. But that's kind of disappointing because I wanted the third act to be like that throughout the film. I wanted to laugh a lot in the beginning. I wanted to laugh a lot in the middle. I didn't just want to laugh a lot just at the end. But you know, you can't do anything about it, so Also the pacing. The pacing was another negative. It felt weird. It felt a little bit too long. I don't know why. It was an hour and a half movie, which is really short if you think about it. It felt long, and that's kind of a bad thing. Also, my last negative basically for the film is that there was too much cursing. Now, it's not the actual cursing, it's a negative. Is that they did it too much. In the beginning of the film, you guys already know these like characters of food are cursing, and that's funny in itself because you never thought, like I said, the story's original, and you have characters of food like buns and hot dogs and honey mustard. And when they curse, it's just funny. It's hilarious. I mean, like, come on. But they start doing it so much, and it's like you get to a point. Even in the beginning, they do it quite a lot, and then you get used to it. And then when you get used to it, it's just not funny anymore, you know what I mean? It kind of lost that magic it had at the very beginning, or you know, the magic that you saw in the trailers. And they do it throughout the film, and it got boring and repetitive, and it's just like, okay, now it's just another piece of food, like cursing a lot. So those are basically all my positives and all my negatives for the film. I think this is going to be a very short review, I don't know. Overall, like I said, I would go see it again maybe one more time in the theaters. Please go see Sausage Party. Like I said, you're not gonna laugh too much in the beginning and middle. You are gonna laugh though, but not too much. But then when you get to the end, you're gonna laugh like hard as shit, guys. Like, I'm being serious. So if you guys like the review, please give this video a like. It really helps me out. Comment down below and let me know what you think about the Sausage Party movie if you've seen it. And if you want to see more of my channel, please subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.